Hey guys, I'm back. Internet's finally working, so that's a plus. It has been a one heck of an adventure for the week with dealing with my ISP telling me things are okay, but they don't look okay. But we're going to charge you if they're not. But hey, we're going to come out. Hey, guess what? They're fixed, but they're not fixed. Man, I swear, the longer you're with a company for internet, heck, even phone, they just start slowing you down just a little more and a little more and a little more until you complain. Then all of a sudden you get the fastest internet you've ever had. Let me know if you've had that experience. Welcome back to the channel. This is Tweet FPV. You can call me Tweet, you can call me Dan, whatever you want to call me, as long as it's nice. And even that, I don't really care. So sorry about last week. Had some major internet issues. I tried a couple times. It looked like it wasn't me, but as the day went on, the next day my internet got worse and worse, and then basically nothing doing. So welcome to the live stream. Some of the things we were going to talk about last week, I'll try to remember what they were. I'm super good at this, so I took plenty of notes. Take any notes. I'm officially out of iGao. I know, sad day. Between Thanksgiving week and then I got a letter there, so that put me at WHO. And my daughter went to school last Monday. We got an email Monday night saying her teacher had the Rona. So we started the whole online thing. So I spend most of my days making sure she's doing what she needs to do, and then I work afternoons. So that got me into the whoop. So I whooped out last week. Kind of bummed, but you know what? For my first go at iGao, I think I did pretty good. I think I ended up like 44, which doesn't sound very good, but out of I think like 260 people, I'm okay with that. I'm happy with it. I definitely pushed my my comfort level for sure with that thing. So I hope everybody is doing good out there. Robert Orlett, full lockdown again. Oh man. Remind me, Robert, where are you at? I want to say you're in Canada, right? Somewhere? I'm trying to remember. I'm awful with names and more awfuler with geography. Yeah, okay. So anyways, Robert Orlett, welcome to the channel. Speedy Turtle, thanks buddy. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you get... So if you guys don't know who Speedy Turtle is, he had this really awesome idea to basically take, remember the old give a penny, take a penny type thing? But he's going to do that with FPV parts. So he has a big box of parts from people that have donated other things to him, and he sends it to you. Basically, you go through the box, you need something, you take something out, and all the stuff you have that's just sitting around that you can't throw away, you don't want to throw away, but it's still useful, you put in the box, and it goes to the next person. Super cool idea. I went through my workspace down here with my daughter a couple weekends ago, and bro, we cleaned house. I packed up a lot of stuff. That box I sent you, you should have seen what my trash can looked like. Because there was just stuff that I didn't even, it was not even worth sending to people. But yeah, I sent him a big care package, and I think that's going to get him up to 2 separate shipments going around the U.S. And you're still keeping that like inside the continental U.S., right, Speedy? You haven't started crossing the old border yet. But if you're interested in that, head over to his Discord. Speedy, you know what? I am going to make you blue now. If you want to drop a link to your Discord in there, that would be awesome, man. And if you don't, that's fine. I'm cool with that. Yeah, still continental US. Okay, cool. Shipping international is just redonkulous. Speedy Turtle, he's here. Anonymous drone pilot. Love the icon, the frog thing. Private Island FPV, welcome. Angel FPV, as usual, thank you for coming. Market Zero, thank you, buddy. Nerdcopter, sorry to tease you 5 hours ago, but I put the live stream announcement up before I left for work. Well, actually, it was while I was at work, and that's why I used that ugly icon, which was the cockroaches. Those cockroaches, believe it or not, they are not real. Those are fake. They came in my last newbie drone order. They sell the cockroach frame, so they included these nasty fake cockroaches. So that made for a very interesting week. I'm in the deep south, and cockroaches are kind of a thing. They're They're prevalent. Doesn't mean you're dirty. It's just they're everywhere. We have our house sprayed, and every once in a while you see one here and there, but they look exactly like those little rubber cockroaches. And man, I was hiding them things. I gave one to my daughter, my little 7-year-old daughter, who's developing my sense of humor, and it is scary and tragic all at the same time. She got one and I got one, and she's instantly like, "Let's go hide them on mom." So we had fun with that. And honestly, I have no idea where they're at. I think my wife probably got them and flushed them for all I know. That's right. Speedy Turtle is giving away a fully built Source One over on Patreon. So make sure you go check out his Patreon. I'm sure he'll drop a link to that somewhere in the old doobly doo down there. Ooh, wow, that really messes. Oh, I know why I don't have my lights on. Hang on. I ran down here. Just got home from work. Ran down. Had about a couple minutes to talk to the wife before I started this up. So I forgot to set up my lights. Lighting's a pain in the ass, guys. Especially when you can't leave it up all the time. There you go. That's a little better, I think. I don't know. You guys let me know. Is that better, or is that just a waste of my time? So anyways, a couple big things happening this last week in the world of FPV. Oh, by the way, I will be giving away this guy here. This is the November Sub 250 FPV crate. If you're interested in getting in on the raffle and you haven't already entered, you need to do that within like the next couple minutes. And if I was good at the YouTuber thingy, let me get a link here. I mean, it would have been nice if you got the link because you were watching my videos and did all the cool stuff, but you know, whatever. We don't judge here. Well, not too much anyways. So anywho, let's raffle this guy off here in about the next 15 minutes. So somebody, it's about 10 o'clock on my end, 10:15. Somebody, let me know, and we'll give the sucker away. So this is the November box. I was gonna give it away last weekend, but as some of you may remember, internet no worky. So a couple interesting things that have been going on in the world, and I knew that this wasn't going to work right away. Where are we at? There we go. Hey, look at that. We have the Radiomaster TX12. This is a really interesting little radio. If you guys haven't seen this, I think FPV Crate shipping these starting tomorrow. I got one coming because one, I'm interested in it, and two, I need it to make a template to start cutting grip tape for it because, well, why not, right? They're doing a lot of right things here. It's got the multi-protocol module built into it. It's a smaller form factor, which if you follow me at all, you know that I like the smaller form factor. I'm not super stuck with the box style radio, but it does look good. It'll be interesting to see what it feels like once you get it in the hand. I like that they've done some momentary switches on the front of it, but it looks like a good solid radio, and it does sport a full-size JR bay in the back of it, so you can run your crossfire and whatever not. It doesn't have the full typical multi-protocol module, but it does do quite a few protocols, pretty much all the major things that you would be doing. Basically, the only things I really care about are FrSky D8, D16, and Red Pine. Yes, Red Pine. If you don't know what Red Pine is, just stay tuned. I'm going to do a video on Red Pine, but if you have the ability to do Red Pine, and you're using D8 instead, you're missing out. Go try Red Pine. Yeah, no Sima drone. There are some that are missing. If you need that many different protocols, then this probably is not the radio for you. But if you do decide to get one of these, make sure you definitely look at what protocols it'll accept. If you hear a little bit of background noise, there's a heater running in the back. Sorry guys, I'm in my basement and it's kind of chilly down here. And then also on the heels of that is the Radiomaster txlight. This one I'm very interested in because I do prefer kind of the gamepad style controllers. Not because I'm a gamer, but I like that smaller form factor. It packs down nice. It's easy to live with. But this radio here is what this should have been. I mean, look at this. That radio is this guy, but with everything else that it should have had. It should have had a screen, a detachable antenna, like full OpenTX implementation, if that's the word. Yeah. This does have OpenTX, but the only way you can mess with it is by connecting it to the computer. This is a good radio. Build quality is kind of suspect. If you get a good one, they're good. But yeah, this is going to be interesting. I'm curious to see what it feels like in the hand, like if the gimbals are any good. Benjamin Aarons, red what? It's called Red Pine. It's if you have an SPI based flight controller like the Mobulas and all that, and you have Betaflight 2. Or 4.2, Betaflight 4.2 on it, 4.2x, something like that. One of the protocols you can select is called Red Pine, and if you have a multi-protocol module, there's another protocol called Red Pine. It's like D8, just faster than, well, it's way faster than Crossfire, I'm pretty sure, but you can try using that. It's a much better protocol than flying D16 or D8 on these little micros. It's very fast. There's a few limitations to it, like there's no telemetry, which I really don't care about when I'm flying micros. And your channels, like for your auxes, it's either 1,000 or 2,000. There's no 1,500 for like doing a 3-position switch. Yeah, Big Sin. I'll be doing a video on it real soon here. What really turned me on to Red Pine is I had a Mobula 6 that had a Crossfire receiver in it. I was flying it forever, but the receiver was pushing up on the flight controller and popping it out of the little rubber gummy. So I took the receiver off and went down to D8. And oh my goodness, could I feel the latency? It was awful. Like, if all you fly is D8, you won't know any difference. You know, ignorance is bliss in this one, but I knew better. Switching to Red Pine, I got all that latency back. Whatever your name is, Obiglio? Sebastian Obiglio. Sorry, I'm having a hard time reading the screen right now. It's Sebastian Obiglio, right? Close enough? If it's wrong, I'm sorry. Need a special receiver for Red Pine. You don't need a special receiver. You need an SPI-based receiver. Basically, like what's in most of the micros right now. But Red Pine, yeah, look it up. It's pretty good stuff. Another interesting thing is this guy. This is some leaked images of, I don't even think these are like renders. These are the real deal of a DJI Race cinematic. Let's call it what it is. This thing's gonna suck. For our world, it's probably gonna appeal to a lot of the people who fly like Mavics. This will probably be pretty cool. The average person, I'll be honest, it's kind of cool. Yeah, Josh Steinway, crash this thing once and it's going to explode. Yeah, there's going to be no durability. Proprietary props, all the parts are proprietary. It looks like it has a 2-axis stabilized gimbal on it. So, I mean, geez, it has a little txlight type controller, the old the DJI Gundam goggles. I'm really interested in what the reviews are going to be on this thing, like where it fits in their ecosystem. It should be kind of interesting. Yeah, Nerdcopter, gonna, yeah. Unfortunately, you're probably right. Josh Steinway, question, is the cam on the gimbal FPV cam, or is it for recording? That is a good question. I don't think anybody has really released any information on it. It's all just kind of leaked images. I bet you this stuff comes out in like the next 2 weeks. But it looks like it's a 2-axis gimbal, and it's probably both. Since if you've ever flown the DJI digital system, you know how good the HD feed is on it. So it's probably the same thing. Travis Steven, the Gundam goggles. Now I can't unsee it. Sorry, bro. Sergio, welcome, buddy. Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, so that's going to be interesting. And there's been some FCC filings for DJI Goggle V2, if you guys haven't heard. So there is a V2 coming, and it's gone through the FCC certification. So there's a lot of public documentation out there explaining it. What is going to be different? Nobody really knows. I'm pretty sure Joshua Bardwell knows. If you watched his interview with Blunty this week, he is certainly under NDA. You could tell with a lot of his answers, he was very much cagey about giving any details. So it's coming. So I don't know if the form factor is gonna be different. I have no idea, but hopefully they make some good changes. Like I'm thinking like OLED, 5.8 integration, maybe make them fit somebody that doesn't have the face the shape of a oak tree. I don't know. Yeah, let's go over the chat here. Maybe the only cool feature of this DJI FPV quad is return to home, but spare parts and be super pricey. Yeah, um, people are gonna be upset when they find out quads crash. You are not kidding. But they'll probably do some pretty cool stuff with it. If I have said from day one, DJI has got to be using us for a guinea pig for something because we are not a big enough market for them to devote a ton of effort into. Like they have something else planned for their digital FPV system, and well, here you go. Here's something. Um, well, DJI is pretty synonymous with long flight times. I would assume so. Speed Turtle getting some Sky Zone soon. Cool, man. I had a pair of Sky Zone 02 or 030s, and I preferred those over my HDOs. They were great goggles. I really enjoyed them. Moving up from the EV 800Ds. Whoa, what a world of difference. 030s, yeah, those are great goggles. 030s are great. Let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, yeah. So somebody sent me this render of the DJI FPV V2. Clearly, this cannot possibly be true, but kind of cool looking, right? Man, going with Orca, hoping they come out with a killer HD system. Um, I I don't know. I don't see them coming out with a great HD system. That's just my opinion. They don't have the capital, the experience, or the market share to do anything that will rival DJI. What they will probably have is something akin to Bite Frost or Shark Frost or Shark Bite or whatever the heck they're calling it now. I bet you that's kind of what they're going to go with. I hope I'm wrong. I really do. I got Orcas. I love my Orcas, but I don't see them getting there. To be honest, Orca has finally delivered on all their promises with their goggles. It only took them like a year, and they finally kind of delivered on what they said they were going to do. So I don't know. I don't see it, but I'm trying to be real. I hope I'm wrong. I really do. Yeah, those were definitely never made. Kind of cool looking though. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I think they could definitely do better than Fat Shark. Fat Shark has they've screwed around for too long as far as you know um, innovating. Yes, the fan on the Orca is probably the number one complaint I have about it. That fan, if you didn't see it, I actually gutted a set of Orcas because on their Facebook group they said it can't be done without special tooling. They were wrong because I did it and I put them back together, no problem. No special tools other than some screwdrivers and a cut up old prop. It's very easy to do. But the fan is just microscopic. It is just teeny tiny. Let me show you guys a picture of it. Let me show you how small this stupid fan is. I'm over here on a different screen, digging through some pictures, stills, and let me show you this. This here, if you guys can see it. All right, yeah, that is That is the cooling fan. It is a, whoop, 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 come on. I think this is like 10 by 10 by 20. It is just freaking microscopic. It is the tiniest little fan. And then they've also got another fan to cool the electronics here. And it is just stupid small. Like that fan is, it's got to be like 15 millimeters. It's a very small fan. But yeah, enough of the Orcas. Orcas are great. I like my Orcas a lot. Nothing's without fault. Looking. You know, everything on my computer is alphabetical, but for some reason, can't find things. Sorry, can't walk and chew gum right now. Oh, yeah. Fat Shark has failed at digital so far. Yeah, they haven't succeeded. We'll put it that way yet. They're doing something completely different though. Digital can go a couple different ways. They're going a complete other direction with it. I don't think the Fat Shark is going to take off though. I honestly don't. You're not getting enough for what it costs and what they're putting out there. Just my opinion though. Military money will get you somewhere. Fun fact, military does not buy DJI. There's a moratorium on purchasing DJI products. Trust me on that one. Yeah, I really, when I was in those goggles, I really wish I would have looked into maybe grafting on a larger fan or like using some 3D prints to make a bigger fan. Oh, Orca has a military contract. Really? With who? That's kind of cool. Yeah, they just definitely have the wow factor of the DJI. Like, if you've never flown DJI and you're not in the market to buy it, don't do it. This is a PSA to you. Do not do it because ignorance is bliss on that one. I'll be honest. All right. Oh, another thing I'm working on over on my Discord, and this is an idea that I kind of threw out there earlier this week, and it is FEV Secret Shopper. It's like Secret Santa, but just without. No, I was not in Kuwait. So it's a secret shopper. Basically, it's like Secret Santa. We're going to do it through a Google Doc that I have running on my Discord. If you're interested in it, make sure you hit up my Discord. And oh, by the way, I have my own website. It's super generic, and I whipped it together in a couple minutes. I definitely need to work on it. If you guys have suggestions, please email me. Let me know. Go over to my Discord. In the there's a pin section that has Secret Santa or Secret Shopper 2020. Basically, it's going to be like Secret Santa. If you guys know what that is, the Google form, it has, for your information, name, address, what kind of stuff you fly, a little blurb about yourself, and what country you're in. All that information will be kept private until I start to select people. I think right now I have like 4 or 5 people signed up, and the price is going to be about $45. I'm going to try to keep it by country, so we don't have people in the U.S. sending stuff to, the UK or anything like that. But yeah, go ahead and check it out. I think it'd be kind of a cool idea. It was kind of last minute. I really wish I had a little more lead time on it, but if I don't get enough people, I want to get at least 10. I'll probably shut it down the end of maybe middle next week, end of next weekend, something like that. I'll shut it down. If I don't have 10 people, I'll shut it down. If I get 10, I'll start drawing names, and I'll start sending people's information, like shipping information and like the information in the Google Docs to your purchaser. And if you don't want your information out there, you're more than welcome to click the red X in the corner over there and not participate. If it's too much for you, sorry, maybe it's not for you. Back to the chat. Manic down for some secret. You know what? I'm being lazy. I'll put the link to it in here. Here you go. There you guys go. Secret Santa, Secret Shopper, 2020, hosted by myself. Let's try to have fun with it. See if we can do something cool. Let's see. Yeah, let's do it. If we, you know what, I probably will do it even if we have 4. I would like to get at least 10. That would make me. You know what? Screw it. We'll do it with however many we have. I'm down. Let's see. Renegade FPV. Were you in the Coast Guard? Were? Still am. All right, so we're getting close to 10:15 here. We're gonna spin the wheel for this little guy here. So far for the sub FPV crate, I've been on it since they came out. I have everything except for a frame, and I'm expecting that December it will be the frame to this this quad, and we'll do a whole build here, whole build series, tuning series, the whole shebang. For the people who have been with the FPV crate the whole time. I've been giving away 1 crate every month since that thing started, and you know how hard it's been to get FPV to actually mail the 2 crates that I'm paying for. I'd say all but like 2 of them, I've had to be like, bro, you forgot the second one, and they're not paying for this. This is me. They're just not used to. I guess I'm the only person who purchases 2 of them. Yeah, right. Only one. Sorry guys, long day at work. So that's gonna be pretty interesting. I got a feeling the frame's gonna be like a 3-inch QAVR type frame, but you never know. We'll see what we get. But I've been super impressed with the GetFPV crates. Everything that's in there is just useful. Like it's exactly what you're looking for. No filler in it, which is what I really didn't like about the big crates. They were a little more expensive. And they had filler. They had T-shirts, which was kind of cool. I needed some new T-shirts, but none of them fit. They're all sized way too small. My Tweet FPV starter kits are coming together. I've got I got 2 kits completed. One's out with a buddy of mine. The other one's sitting here on the bench. Kit number 3, I'm at a hold up because the this little guy here, unfortunately, no worky. So I'm gonna have to swap it in for one of these. But I'm waiting for that txlight to come in so I can do some comparisons with the Beta Light 2 radio. But those are getting pretty close to being done. I'm still trying to figure out how to go about doing distribution of those. Like I'm trying to figure out who I should send the crate to, or not the crate, but the starter drone set. Still haven't quite figured that one out yet. But it's been a super busy week, and I haven't released any new content. It's been ridiculous. All right, Robert Ortlep, he's keeping me on track here. So he is saying it is time to give this sucker away. I have 45 entries. I'm going to give you guys one more shot to enter the drawing right there. I'm going to give you a couple more seconds here. You need a couple more seconds to get in on there, and I'm going to close it down. We're going to spin this sucker. Let's see what else we got going on. I have a new track set up. So every year around this time, whoop race season, I usually build a track in my basement that I can kind of recreate if I have to tear it down for whatever reason. Kind of as like a benchmarking. And I'm going through a bunch of different micros to figure out what I want to race this year, and I'm leaning really hard towards the the newbie drone B-Brain Light V2 BL. It's a yellow canopy quad. Really liking that one. And the Mobula 6 that I raced a lot last year, and I've been beating the living snot out of this year. It's finally starting to act really weird. I'm getting a lot of desyncs on throttle chop. Nothing's changed other than it's just getting abused. So it's between that. I'm trying to stay away from 75 millimeter because I do race typically 19 inch gates, so that is 65 millimeter size quads. We do kind of race an open class, so it's basically whatever you want as long as it's ducted and it's not going to tear apart the house. But that's typically what we do. All right, you guys had enough time. I've seen a couple more responses come in there, and I'm going to shut it down in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and we're done. Sorry, guys, if you didn't get in, you will. I'm sure I'll have a sub 250 crate here in a couple more days for December, and I'll be giving that one away. So let's. This time, I'm not going to show everybody's information because things I got to work on, right? I did have one duplicate entry in here. Somehow I deleted that guy, or I deleted one of that person's. I didn't delete them. All right, so we're going to come over to, there we go. I'm going to paste the names in there. I had, see, I'm figuring this out. I had 47 separate entries. Thank you all for entering. Hopefully you went and watched the video, so at least I can get some of that that sweet YouTube ad revenue. No, they don't pay shit. And if you really want to support me, please, Patreon. That's the best way to support me other than just like handing me cash through PayPal. But I don't want you to do that. And then if you want to passively support me, affiliate links. Banggood, Get FPV, Beta FPV, InstaGo, or Insta360, and Amazon. Those help out a ton, especially the Banggood ones. Like, I know everybody hates Banggood. I like Banggood. Banggood's been treating me really well. Banggood has always treated me well, even before I started working with them. Their affiliate points do, they definitely do, they do well. And it also justifies my existence to them as one of their influencers, or whatever you want to call it. So thank you for everybody who clicks through those affiliate links. I greatly appreciate it. All my Patreons, you guys kick ass. By the way, patrons, if you're my patron and haven't gone over there, you better go over there because there's something really cool going on. All right, so let's spin this sucker. All right, everybody, good luck, and here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I always like it when it's somebody who's in the chat that wins this, but it's pretty rare. Tillman Coister, congratulations. I will be sending you an email, probably not tonight, probably tomorrow, and we'll get this thing out to you. Got to pay for shipping? Sorry, I thought I heard one of my dogs running around behind me that shouldn't be down here. Mahale, sorry, I lost my job due to injury. Sorry, buddy. I'm really sorry to hear that. Broke is AF. Yeah. Yeah. So here's Banggood contacted me a while back about doing payments. Like, should they offer like a payment plan for FPV related stuff? And I think Race Day Quads said the same thing. And it may not be popular, but I think if you have to use payment plans to pay for this hobby, I don't think it should be an option. That's just me, though. But if they have the option and you can be responsible with it, then that's cool, man. Speedy Turtle, patron, thank you. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, broke AF. That's the going theme of this year. Broke, tired, and just plain pissed off. All right, so Tillman Keister, congratulations. I will contact you in the next day or so. So back over the chat. Calvin Burton, is the Emax Tinohawk 2 Freestyle a good beginner FPV quad? Emax Tinohawk 2 Freestyle. Yes, as long as you don't think that you can fly it in the house. Flying it in the house is a terrible, terrible idea. That thing will cause issues. Hang on, I gotta write this down. Oh, and just a heads up, if Mr. Coister here doesn't want this, it goes to my patrons. It's only fair. It does 1S in the house, yeah. A beginner, God, a beginner quad, like a true beginner, like you've never flown, like at all. I kind of recommend more like a ducted, like a Tiny Hawk, like a Tiny Hawk 2, not the freestyle. The freestyle is a little bit more advanced, but you know, in this hobby, this isn't one of those hobbies where you have to crawl, walk, run. You can start walking right off the bat, as long as you're doing a little bit of like if you've got a computer that can run a sim. The sim isn't a good place to get good. It's a good place to get safe. What I mean by that is you can pick up very quickly how each channel functions and how the quad will generally react. It's not going to act that way in real life 100%, but you'll know that this is throttle, this is yaw, pitch, and roll. And when you're in the sim, don't skimp on the simulator. Treat the simulator like it's the real deal. If you crash, make sure your quad crashes. Make sure you need to disarm. Don't do auto arm. Make sure you have to use your switches. Otherwise, the first time your quad goes into a tree and you don't know what to do, and it's just spinning away and eating up ESCs and props, you'll be better off. So you get the sim, use the arm switches, use your arm switch, and fly as if, you know. But the Freestyle 2 is a great little quad. It's definitely a major step up from the indoor quads. But the difference is with the indoor quads is they don't do well outside. But that Tiny Hawk 2 Freestyle is not going to do well inside. It's not protected. I wouldn't recommend it for inside. But if you got the space and you want to take that leap and you feel like you've got a little bit of sim time under you, yeah, it's not a bad quad. They definitely have been pretty reliable for what they are. Oh, let's see. Oh, back to the chat. I haven't been paying attention at all. Scout. Is Scoots pretty good? I don't know. Where's Scoots? Scouts? Like the Scout goggles? Scout goggles are good, if that's what you're saying. Back through the chat. I still want something that rips. Build a 5-inch. Oh, my last live stream was the end of the year F7 budget worth of shit quad. Like it's basically the minimum I could build a decent quad off of Banggood. Those parts will be here. Well, they'll be here tomorrow. I didn't pay for any special shipping. That is, let's look at the calendar here. Let's see. I didn't live stream that, so 7. About 13 days, and I have all my stuff from Banggood. It's not here yet. I'm assuming it'll be here. That's what the tracking says. But for the people out there that are saying Banggood's garbage for shipping, my experience has been just about this. Of course, it depends on if the stuff's in stock. You got to pay attention to that. But yeah. Let's see, Speedy Turtle. There's a one-wheel ad on my YouTube right now. Yeah, that might be my fault. I don't know. Oh man. Yeah, Dustin Gavel. Muscle memory for sure. Get the funnels and FUV quad. Yeah, I wish I would have had a sim when I started off, because the quads when I started off were absolutely hot freaking garbage. You look at them wrong, props explode. You look at them even wronger, ESCs are on fire. It was just garbage. The things that I can put these quads through right now, I would not have imagined back when I started. But a lot of people got into it, got frustrated, and got out very quickly because it got very expensive and things broke really easy. Now I'm at a race and I'll clip a gate at 60 miles an hour, throttle out of it, and finish the race with like 2.5 blades on a prop. It is crazy how good things are. It's so much different. Let's see. Speedy Turtle, there is a one-wheel. Okay, none of my packages are not moving at the moment. None of my packages are not moving. So they're moving. Good. No, Banggood is awesome. My order showed up today from them 13 days ago. Yeah, Banggood is. They have in my opinion, have actually made it better than pre-COVID. Pre-COVID, oh god, I'm gonna be demonetized. I just said that word a couple times. Pre this thing that's going on, they used to have like a budget super saver option, which was like $0 to ship. Had no tracking. It came by, I think they sent it by carrier pigeon. I have no idea. But I haven't seen that option, and I think it's good that that's gone. I think you do need to pay a little bit for the shipping to get it. Gotta have tracking. Gotta have it tracked. And it seems like it comes in pretty decent time. But like I said, it's not here yet, but I'm hoping it'll be here by this weekend. I think the only thing that shipped separate from my main order was the VTX. I think that's going to be a couple days behind. So I'm a little bummed about that, but you know, it's not bad. I can still get pretty deep into the build process without that. So yeah, Wednesday is not my normal streaming time, but like I said, I'm trying to make up for last weekend and not being able to stream because of computer issues. Robert Orlip, after you say that word, say wear your mask. There you go, wear your mask. Yeah, new CDC guidelines I saw today. Basically, net gators are considered unsafe. I don't know. Interesting. Calvert, how do you use your remote for FPV? Is it like normal drone controls? This is a stupid question. No stupid questions. All right, there we go. So this is this isn't my normal everyday controller, but it's basically the same sort of setup. So normal camera drones, you'll see the sticks auto centered both to the center. FPV drones, the throttle side, which is typically if you fly mode 2, which is most of people in America, I think Europe, a lot of people fly mode 1, but let's not focus on that. So this is called mode 2. The throttle has no automatic return, so it's just free to go wherever it wants. This will be your yaw, so that will be your quads movement this way. And then pitch and roll are both spring loaded. So pitch is forward, this will nose down, and then roll to the right will go this way. But that's typically how your FPV style remote works. And then you typically always have switches, and these do whatever you want them to do. You always have to have an arm switch, so that way your quad can't accidentally turn on and make mincemeat out of your face, because they'll do that. So I typically do a 2-position switch, so 2-position, 1, 2. So that'll be arm, then you can throttle, and then when you got to shut off, you just push it down, stop. Hopefully that answered your question. No stupid questions, guys. No question is stupid. That's what I meant. Not, I don't want you to ask stupid questions. Ask whatever questions you want. Again, what do you think about the new Emax Eco 1? New Emax Eco 1. What is Emax Eco 1? You're talking about the Eco 2 motors? Oh, the motors? I haven't gotten them yet. I'll have them hopefully tomorrow, so we'll be able to see. Calvin Burton, how do you do roll, dives, and other stunts? Practice. So with flying in what we call acro mode or rate mode, when you push to the right, the quad puts in a certain degree of travel. So if you just push a little bit, it'll slowly turn and it'll go all the way around. But if you stop, it'll hold that angle until you counteract it. So there's no auto level. Well, there is auto level modes, but most people who do acro stuff like flips and rolls don't do auto level. So if you wanted to flip, you would just throttle up, throttle down, hold the stick until it rolls over, and then center it once you get back to where you want to be. And same thing with flips, but you do have to be careful with your throttle. If you leave your throttle up while you do like a flip, you're creating thrust upward, and then you still have thrust going. You're now throwing yourself down towards the ground. So it's a lot of like a typical roll would look like this. So you'd be flying around, throttle, chop, roll, and then throttle again. So it's a lot of on and off the throttle. You're not going to stay on the throttle and do a flip. You can do like a barrel roll if you have the space to do it, but it'll be throttle, roll, off, roll, on, or throttle, and like you got a little bit forward, throttle off, and then back on to catch yourself. what flight style is a toothpick for? A ripper or more casual flight? Definitely not a ripper per se, but more of a more relaxed, fun. I'd call it like a fun flyer. A ripper would be definitely 5-inch, max speed, max power, a lot of weight. So when you have a lot of weight, you get a lot of inertia built up. So if you want to you can throttle up and then chop the throttle and fly and huck yourself over things. With a toothpick, it's harder to do that because they're very light. So once you chop the throttle, they're going to lose their momentum very quickly. It's an entirely different flying style. The controls are the same, but how to get what you want out of it is very, very different. Gummy FUV, welcome to the live stream, buddy. So I would call it more of a casual flight, not a cruiser like a 4-inch long range type bi-blade type thing, but I consider toothpicks more of a casual flight. Yeah, that'd be a good way to put it. But there are toothpicks out there that will make your eyes bleed because they are just a blast. I'd say toothpick style quads are, in my opinion, the most enjoyable to fly. They don't tend to scare people. Excuse me. They don't tend to scare people. Yeah. Oh man. So what else do I got going on here? Oh yeah, that's right. This came right before I left. I'm really excited about this one. Came from good old Pyro drone. I don't know. Should I save this for? I'm gonna live stream again Saturday. I don't know if I should save this for Saturday or not. Let's see. getrc Phantom. I've heard good things about the getrc Phantom. getrc used to have a really bad track record, but they've really, really cleaned their stuff up in the last year. Toothpicks are awesome. Matter of fact, I got a plate of carbon fiber sitting on the bench behind me. I'm gonna start cutting some new frames, and I'm probably gonna try giving a few of those away. I used to not throttle down, helps with hang time. I like to hang inverted. Yep. Sergio Lopez, welcome. Mahale, I did not do the latest Orca update. I saw that there are some issues with it. I haven't really looked into it. It didn't seem like it brought anything to the table that I really cared too much about. How's the new laser? Laser-tastic. The new laser is working really well. I'm very happy with it. It's if you guys didn't see, Celis, welcome, buddy. Yeah, we're live. It actually freaking works right now. I've got the laser cutting radio grip business. I've been doing that for a while now, and it was time to step up my operation to something way much more bigger, which is this guy here. So this is my new laser cutter. Cuts my my production time, God, by a quarter. It is freaking huge. It's an 80-watt laser as opposed to my old 40-watt K40 laser, and it is a huge difference. Way, way, way more better. Like, it's like turnkey. Like, you just plug it in, put a pump on it, hook your computer up, and you're like good to go. There's no fiddling around. My old laser, it was a lot of fiddle farting around with it to get it to actually start. Make it so it was reliable. Oh, let's see where we're at. Noise Boys. Yeah, I've been making my own toothpick frame or toothpick class frames since before Kebab has. To be honest with you, I've had my frames out for quite a while. I made a lot of them. I gave a lot away. I sold quite a few of them. I originally started 3D printing them. You can actually find them on Thingiverse. You can find the 3D printed versions, which are they work really well. They're a lot of fun. But I started cutting them out of carbon fiber myself. Um, I haven't made anything really bigger than like a 3-inch toothpick, but I just don't have the time to design. I don't know if I have anything that I can bring to the table that's not already out there, you know. Um, let's see, special head. I don't know what you mean by that. Noise boys. Let's see. Calvin Burton, what FPV motors blew you away with their performance and KV? Let's see. As far as like being just crazy power, like, all right, so the motors that really surprised me were they were like a Racer Star 2207. They were like a blue and camo. They were really impressive for the price. But my go-to motor is the Brother Hobby UC motors. It's a 2207 1750 kV motor. The the thing that blows me away is the low weight. I mean, those motors are significantly lighter than most 2207s on the market, and taking that weight off the arm, especially my main rigs are racing. I typically race more than anything else, or I build racing style drones. That loss of weight on the arms is huge. See, I have a 3D printer, but want to cut frames for fun. Having a 3D printer is awesome because you can, like, especially for toothpicks, you can make perfectly viable toothpick frames out of like PETG. If you're good with your 3D printing skills and you have a nice heated chamber, or not a heated chamber, but a nice chamber for your printer, printing in nylon X can make some very durable frames. PLA is going to shatter if you look at it wrong, but it's kind of cool. Sales FV, we need to pick a new frame. We're just going to build me the 6S community build together. I got something in mind. I got something. Sergio just subbed. Thanks, buddy. Really appreciate that. You know what? I can't wait. I want to look at this thing, so I'm going to take you guys along with me. So, I'm kind of excited about this one, and I know there's already reviews on it, but you know what? I gotta see for myself because this is where I'm at. That's the old Nanohawk. Look at that. Seems like I am as correct time. Okay. Have you had motors that just ripped apart the props, causing catastrophic failure? I have, but it wasn't because of the motors. It's because back in the day, glass nylon props were shit. They were awful. I got one impressive motor. Let me grab it off the shelf here. Love having a wireless microphone. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, here we go. So here's an impressive motor. Let me grab another motor for comparison's sake. Let's see. I got another motor. Yeah, I got another motor. This has been... So these motors right here, these were really good. I really like these. The Zing 2207 1800 kV. I really do prefer like a higher kV on 6S. These were really nice. This one clearly is dead, but here is an impressive motor. What do you think of that guy? Takes it to a whole new level, doesn't it? What cutter head are you using? I have a Big Boss laser at work, but we cut mainly acrylic at the moment. I build custom interiors for classic cars, but I'm sure I could use a laser on the weekend. Nothing special. It's just a CO2 laser. No special cutting head for it. Yeah, so that is an impressive motor right there. It'd be even more impressive if I showed you what props it swings, but I honestly don't know if I can fit them in frame. That's also a That's about a $60 motor though. $60 motor. So, you know, it's all perspective. But that is the motor I have that has really impressed me. I know it might not be what you were kind of meaning, but I just thought I had to show it. That thing was, yeah. Yeah, X-Class motor. It's for an X-Class drone. Nope, there we go. Yeah, it's for that. That is an X-Class. That is impressive. These are 13-inch props. So, and I got pretty big hands too. I think it's just it's kind of a wieldy beast. It's hard to live with because it takes up so much space. Let's see. Yeah, and that was my Banggood sponsored that build. That was my budget X-Class build, and it's a pretty, for an X-Class, that is a pretty cheap build, and it performs very well. I don't fly it nearly enough just because it scares people. It scares me. Yeah, so that is the one thing, well, Dirt Skin, with flying X-Class is when you're flying it, it's just like flying any other quad. You don't feel any different until you see your shadow on the ground and until you go by yourself. And then you're like, oh shit, I felt the prop wash coming off that thing. And it's scary. So yeah, let's get into this. Let's take a look at this guy. Yeah, the sound it is something totally different. It is something to behold. So yeah, this is the Emax Nanohawk. I've had pretty much every Emax model since they came out. Pretty impressed with these little guys. Let's do this real quick. So I'm going to see if I can record at the same time that I'm streaming. Start recording. See if my computer can handle this. Yeah, all right. So we have the Emax Nanohawk. I've been pretty excited for this. There was one retailer that jumped the gun and put it out there about 2 weeks ahead of time, and I bought one from them, and they ended up canceling my order. So picked this up from Pyro Drone. Stickers comes with one of the batteries, and it's using the new GMB27 connectors. So these are actually pretty good connectors. Very like a good medium between the BT and the XT30 style connector. So yet another proprietary connector we got to use. Something that is kind of weird is they include their typical USB to PH 2.0 charging board, and then a couple of these little PH 2.0 to BT27 jumpers. So that's kind of a weird setup. I really wish this was just a GMB27 charging board, but you know, it is what it is. Let's see. Noise Boys Garage. How much it cost to make? Let's see. I think I got about $600 into that X-Class quad. So it seems like a lot, but for an X-Class quad, that is not much. We got a bag of screws and rubber bands, some standoffs. This is all typical consumable stuff that you'll definitely need. A second set of props, which I have heard the props on these are kind of on the soft side. So here is the quad. Oh, they got a carbon fiber frame. So this is kind of a blend of materials. Carbon fiber for the base plate and really squishy bumpers on the sides. Interesting. Doesn't seem too bad. 2 screws per motor. And what are these things? Okay, so these are like the regular Emax motors, just mounted in the the same direction, the normal way. 1900 kV. And they're just kind of push off props. Nothing crazy here. I would cut the bumpers off of this, but it wouldn't be legal in my my chapter's rules. So these are 0802 19,000 kV motors. Camera is the Runcam Nano 3. Pretty good little camera. I don't know what's up with this little thing. It looks like it's supposed to come off, but I'm not gonna peel at it. The FPV antenna looks like it could definitely get down into the props, so probably do like a zip tie to stand that guy off out of there. The receiver antenna is nowhere to be found. Where's it at? I don't see the receiver antenna anywhere. That's not a good sign. Maybe that's it. Maybe I see it. It might be just kind of buried down the side of the canopy here. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's a little red antenna right here. That's your 2.4 gigahertz antenna. So you got 5.8 for your video and 2.4 for that. Video antenna is soldered onto the board, so no MMCXs, but it'd be pretty easy to put a circular polarized on there if you wanted to. Would have been nice if they would have ran this down through the same hole as this antenna. Let's see. Yeah, it's 20. I'm pretty sure it's 25 milliwatt VTX. So not a big deal there. It's an indoor quad. It's not meant to be a long range cruiser. You know, the 25 milliwatt VTX is probably pretty well paired with the sensitivity of the receiver on the quad. So it's probably okay. And pretty sure it's a built-in SPI. But we can, let's hook her up and see what Betaflight looks like. Let's see what kind of glaring errors Betaflight has made. Not Betaflight, Emacs. So let's go ahead and plug her in. And we are looking at Betaflight 4.2. Looks like it's pretty well set up there. Ports, yep, this is going to be an SPI, and it's a Smart Audio VTX. Config, props in, D-Shot 300. They don't have bidirectional D-Shot, 8K, 4K, accelerometer 180. Okay, so it's nice that they're starting to put this at 180 for arming. It comes to FrSky D, so that's D16. No, sorry, that's D8. FrSky D is D8. We just updated his newbie with the crossfire. Time to Gorilla Whoop. Yeah, Gorilla Whoops. Gorilla Whoop is every time you Gorilla Whoop, you have to make your peace with the fact that it should be a one-way whoop. If you're doing it right, you probably won't get it back. Let's see, other errors. Let's see, no telemetry. It's not a big deal. Air mode OSD dynamic filter, that's fine. Battery, minimum cell voltage. Nope, that's not good. We're gonna need to bump that up. 0.5. And warning at 3.4 for me. You know what? I'm making a cardinal sin here. First thing we do, go to the CLI, dump all. This is the first thing you do when you get a quad. Quad, flight controller, anything. CLI dump. And copy clipboard. Make a new text document. Nanohawk stock. And dump and save that thing. So that way, when you inevitably screw up the configuration, you have something to go back to. Let's see. Battery size can be 300 milliamp on this little guy. What size batteries do I run on the Beast class? I run two 500 milliamp 4S batteries in series, so 8S at 5 amps basically. Calvin Burton, have you ever had a drone fly off uncontrollably and never come back? And what is the mistake that you thought it was? No, I've never had that happen because I test my failsafe on every one of my new builds. And the reason why it would happen to you if you had one fly away on you is because you didn't set up your failsafe. And basically, if you don't set failsafe, it'll typically go to hold, and it'll keep what you had until it regains signal, crashes, or shuts off. Big Sin, still trying to figure the difference in FrSky protocols. So there was a video I was going to do a while back, and I was going to do it, but I figured all it was going to do was make my life miserable if I put it out there. I want to show you what I got on the board here. Let's turn on the house lights. Let me turn this around, see if you guys can see this. I don't know how well this is going to come across, but see on the whiteboard there? That was going to be my attempt at making a video explaining FrSky. Obviously, that part that says no native access receivers for 204, that's not true anymore. But this was going to be my attempt at trying to explain it. I still might do it. That's been on the board for almost 6 months, and every time I look at it, I'm like, man, I really need to do it, but man, I don't know. It's so convoluted. There's so much to it that I don't know if I want to take on that one. Yeah. Tweet, when are we gonna get that micro freestyle, bro? I've been thinking about it. I'm trying to think about what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna be able to do it until the kid goes back to full-time school. My weeks are just freaking wrecked with all that. Yeah, disarm will always make it disarm unless you don't have a signal. I've had quads that just uncontrollably take off, but I disarm and they come back, and it's usually a mechanical issues where you have too much noise in the system, or B, your PIDs are just all out of whack. Yeah, speedy trail, don't do it. I'll regret it. I spend most of my time fixing FrSky issues. Robert Logan, welcome, buddy. Glad you made it. So let's go back to the old beta flight here. Beta flight. Beta flight? I like the way Stu says it. Beta flight. Yeah, failsafe, that's fine. PID tuning, let's see. They do have a custom tune in here. And custom rates on 2 profiles. Yeah, so rate profile 1 and 2 are certainly custom. Filters are custom no, filters look stock. PID profile 2 is stock. So yeah, PID profile 1 is custom, rate profile 1 and 2 are custom. Filters are the same. And that seems to be normal. This is all stuff that you've always got to set up on every quad. It's never lines up with what my normal setup is. OSD, let's see how bad they junked this up. Wow, that is clean. VTX tables set up right out of the box. Change that to 8. I always fly R8. My multi-GP group, and we all have like fun fly frequencies. So if you just show up, you know what frequency you fly, except for like at races, obviously we have to reassign them. So I'm trying to find a replacement AO for Mobile 6 besides that board. What do you recommend? Nope, that's the one. That's the only one out there is that Mobile 6 board. It's actually a really good board. The only other one out there that's worth a damn is the one Newbie Drone makes. But they're pretty much the same. That was a $5,000 X-Class that flew the heck away. Oh my God. An X-Class fly away? That's scary. Like, that is really scary. Yeah, Rogan, Logan, we already did the giveaway for the November FPV crate. Sorry, you didn't win it unless you're going by a different alias. I was going to do a super chat giveaway tonight. If you guys are interested in it, I don't know. It's Wednesday. It's not my normal day to do it. But we can do that if you guys want. I got some stuff kicking around, but let's keep setting this little guy up here. So I got my radio out. Welcome to Tango. Oh, my camera locked up, but I figured out how to fix this. All right, my screen's gonna go blank for a second here. Don't panic. So I got to deactivate that. I gotta shut this off. I gotta shut this off. Turn this back on. Turn this back on. And ta-da! Look, I have found a way to reliably fix this thing when it crashes. Oh man. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and bind this guy. I have my Tango 2 with the iRange X light module in there. I do have the TBS one, but I prefer this one. It's lower profile. Does the same stuff. So go menu, page. All right, guys, I'll show you how easy it is to bind that first guy. So back to here. We saw in our configuration that we are on FrSky D, so that is D8. FrSky X would be D16, and Red Pine, we'll talk about that another day. So we do that, come over here, we type BIN and just hit tab, and it'll autofill and bind RX. Hit enter, activate binding on the radio, binding on the radio. Nope, wrong camera. And we just type save. Save. There we go. Watch. It's not going to work. Telemetry recovered. There we go. All good. It's all working. All right. That's that. Then we go set up our modes. Arms aux 1, angle aux 3, aux 3, beeper. There we go. Flip over to crash. That's it. Telemetry lost. Done. Set up. That's all you gotta do. Yeah. So, let's see. So, let's take this thing through the track. I've never flown it before, and I ain't scared. I am gonna go and plug in some lights real quick, and let's fly this thing through the new test track. First flights, we'll do it live. All right, I'm gonna hit this button, and hopefully Rob Logan said, tweet, how's the fun wheel work? Like, is there an app on your phone to go with it? There is. It's the Vesk Tool app. It's basically like, it's like Betaflight for the fun wheel. But all right, I'm gonna be right back. Give me about a minute to get shit set up, and we'll go rip this guy. All right, right back. All right, I'm back. Looking for, there it is. LiPo. Plug this guy in here. And I got some LiPos that are hopefully charged. Maybe, maybe not. All right. Well, I don't think this pack's completely charged, but we'll give it a shot. No, it's a toilet tank setup. So the pack goes on sideways. So these are some GMB 450s. Figure out the right way to put these things on here. Oh, let's see. Oh, X-Class drone will chop your head off if you do something wrong, not just your fingers. Let's see. Robert Warlap, yep. Multi-protocol in my Tango 2. It starts. Welcome, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I'm going to bend some props. I guarantee you. All right, so got her set up. Toilet tanked her up. Let's see if this works. Hopefully, it does work. I'll plug her in here. I gotta change something back here real quick. Hang on. Let's see. R8 is a... How come you not work? Oh. Let's see what channel this thing's on. No, it didn't go to R8. Let's see. It's on R4, isn't it? F2. R4. Let's...
Welcome to Tango 2.
Sorry, I just got to change my channel here. All right, set, yes.
Telemetry lost. Telemetry recovered.
Oh, stupid Emacs. Are you kidding me? Oh, they locked the VTX on the stupid thing. So it's something Emacs does that I absolutely despise is they have their VTX locked. And when they lock it and you go to a channel that you can't go to, it just doesn't display anything. It doesn't just not go there. It just crashes. So we'll have to do the unlock routine, which is, what is it, usually plug it in, hold the VTX button for...
Telemetry recovered.
like 20 seconds or something like that. Unplug and replug.
Telemetry lost. Telemetry recovered.
Let's see. Yeah, Emacs really needs to stop doing that. And they do it because they say it's not SEC compliant, but let's face it, nobody's VTXs are compliant anyways. That didn't work. I hate doing this. It's like, why do I have to jump through these stupid freaking hoops?
Telemetry recovered.
Robert Ortlep, yes, that's my name on Thingiverse.
Telemetry lost. Telemetry recovered.
Hey, it works. All right, let's go back to this. All right. Let's see. I don't like the way that's mounted there.
Telemetry lost.
Let's try. Just trying to find a good way to mount this battery. The leads are a little short on it, so it kind of pulls in a weird direction.
Telemetry recovered.
Maybe that'll work. I don't know. Let's see. There we go. All right. All right, here we go. Ooh, my goggles are greasy as hell. Oop. It's a little touchy. Different rates, just kind of getting a feel for it. That's one lap of the new test track. Oh my god. This is a disaster.
2 minutes.
It's kind of loose. Feels like it has the ability to be fast, but I don't know if it has the ability to have a lot of control yet. It'll take a few packs to get used to this. Feels heavier than a lot of my micros. Emax isn't known for making light micros. Oof. I'm all over the place. Doing limbo into that.
Seconds.
Come on, I just want a clean lap.
20 seconds.
Nope. There we go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
I really hope this isn't boring for you guys to watch.
3, 2, 1. Timer 1 elapsed.
Let's try. I don't know what mode this is. Ooh, what am I doing? So I think this is angle mode. Feels like it. Yeah, so I think I could get going pretty fast with this little guy. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. Definitely needs a little bit of practice to kind of get used to the flight characteristics. Maybe the rates a little bit too. And not bad. Got a decent flight time out of it. What, 4 minutes down to 3.4. I mean, I still had a little gas in the tank, but I don't think the milliamp gauge is right. It says 640 milliamps. These are only 450 milliamp pack. So not bad. Not bad at all. Let's take a look. I'd bend the props. Nope, didn't bend them. So not bad. Not bad at all. Oh boy, lots of chat. Let's look back at the chat. Telemetry drop, telemetry. Yeah, yeah. That's like listening to the kid talk in the background. It's just it's not in my here. I don't hear it anymore. Now is that VTX powered if unlocked because NERC reviewed it, said it the different 25. I don't know. I've seen things where you can you can tell smart audio to make it higher power output, but all you're doing is taking the life out of it. Oh, I bet my antenna. Yeah, definitely have to do something about that. That's gonna get messed up quick. The video is pretty clear. I don't know what it looked like for you guys. I'm hoping it looks decent. I'm using a pretty good pagoda antenna on this little receiver I've got here. Do you guys like that? Did you like that FPV view I have? Because that's not like a camera stuck in a box on top of a FPV watch. That's an actual 5.8 gigahertz to HDMI receiver that I have to a capture card going into OBS. I'm hoping that makes it look at least somewhat presentable and somewhat professional. Let's see, NERC, don't like the battery connectors. Yeah, I don't know. See, I got a eSheen, what UZ65 Pro or something like that uses these. That was so far so good. My experience with all of these things, their connectors don't last a long time because I tend to run a buttload of packs through these things, and they do wear out quick. Being quick, I mean probably like 100 packs. So it's definitely a consumable. It's something that if you're committed to flying a certain drone, you would definitely want to have extras of. I want to go rip some packs. Yeah. Oh, damn. The chat did the scrolly thing on me. Da, 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 da. I wonder if 25,000 kV would be better. Maybe. I would probably prefer that. Last lap was pretty clean. Yeah, not perfect, but I'll get there. Literally, first pack. Never flown it before. Not bad. I think I did decent. You like the course, so it's good. I'm glad. It's a little more complex than my last course. My last course was tight, but it didn't have a lot of elevation change. This is a little bit different. I'm thinking on that the triple gate to do a left, then a right, then a left to kind of mix it up. I haven't quite figured out how I like to do it. I definitely prefer turning left. Speed Turtle, have I heard about FPV Exchange? Absolutely, I have. I don't think it's up yet. Every time I go there, I get some weird, like, this is what's going to look like thing. Had a little bit of jello. I didn't notice it too much in the goggles. Skytrade for the win. And get you gorilla whooping in the kitchen. I might be able to do that. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it though. This receiver is definitely weaker than the one that's in my goggles. What is the difference in the KV? Like if you had the motor exactly the same, but KV on two different quads, what does it do? So typically a higher KV is going to A, kill your battery faster, and B, you're going to have at least in my experience with the micros, it spools up a lot faster. And I don't think you have as much effective resolution. So like the top third of your throttle pretty much doesn't do anything. It just makes it louder, and you lose more throttle because the props can only push so much air. There's a certain RPM where they become less efficient, but I think you get faster throttle response, at least in my experience. But you definitely suffer with uh, less flight time. Let's see. What is a sign that you need to replace your pigtail? When you plug it in, you have to wiggle it around to make it work. Most of these little pigtails, they'll fail here at the solder joints in the back and at the board. The wires, so there's a phenomenon called wicking a wire. So when you solder a wire, the solder will go on the wire and it'll actually work its way up the jacketing, and that creates a very weak point in the wire, and that's where it'll typically break internally. That's a great little course. Last lap you did was flawless. What's your opinion on the Eachine E010? E010 is a good little toy quad. It's certainly a toy. It's like if you're going to give a kid a little drone that you want them to be frustrated with for Christmas, that's the one you give them. They're cheap. They fly decent. That's line of sight. I really enjoyed flying at line of sight. Line of sight is difficult for me, but with that thing, for some reason, I felt like I could really fly it well line of sight. Um, have you had an ESC set fire and ruin your drone? Yep, I have. Airbot ESCs. They were way ahead of the game with stuff, and they were garbage. Yeah, I got one pack, landed, shit caught on fire. Like all the capacitors just drooped down and caught on fire. All right, I'm gonna go hit the be right back scene. I'm gonna swap out a pack and go open up a few doors. Maybe we'll go say hi to somebody. All right, I'll be right back. All right, so my wife's upstairs studying on the computer, and she has got her noise canceling headphones on, so I'm pretty sure she didn't know I was there. So
Welcome to Tango 2.
this is gonna be kind of fun. All right, I need to wipe the grease off these freaking lenses. Yuck. Can somebody make a FPV goggle that doesn't get all greasy when I put it on my forehead? Or is that a me problem? I feel like that's a me problem, isn't it? Let's see. I had remind me about fire when I get done with this. So I got a little clip I can show you guys. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see the entirety of this flight, because I don't think the receiver is all that great on this thing. But we'll see how it goes. Oh. I wish they would have made the pigtail just like another centimeter or two longer. Like, give me some freaking wiggle room on these batteries. Come on.
Telemetry recovered.
All right. All right. All right, we're gonna do some gorilla whoop.
Telemetry lost. Telemetry recovered. Telemetry lost. Telemetry recovered. Telemetry lost. Telemetry recovered.
Wow, that was that was quick for messing those props up. That didn't take long. Oh, yeah, those props are shit already. look at that. One little crash. It is all jacked up. Yep, these props suck. Yeah. Are not durable. Or could just not crash. Yeah, people freak out when I fly by the horses in my videos. I'm like, look, guys, they don't even recognize it one bit. Were you guys able to see? I don't know how well the FPV receiver was on that. If you guys can see the whole flight. All right, let's go. Wow, those props are way out of balance already.
2 minutes.
Oh man, what a mess. You can tell my daughter helped me set up the track. She has a thing for horses. Is that, I was trying to decide, is that creepy as shit or is that
1 minute.
kind of a normal thing? Like the horse head through the gate? Oh, I got this gate set up backwards. Oh my god, these props are terrible. Whew. Those props are truly awful, guys. I got the Ray Charles thing going. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's for sure. So that's one thing the Orcas have built into them is a head tracker alarm. So if you start dropping your head, they start beeping at you. All right, I had to flip one of those LED gates around. If the LEDs are facing you, they blow your camera out. So you turn around backwards. They're way more diffused. I'm gonna watch this back. It's gonna be cringy watching myself bobbing around. The DJI goggles make me start to like look up for some reason. Most goggles don't do that, but the DJI ones certainly do.
Telemetry lost. 30 seconds. Telemetry recovered. Telemetry lost. Telemetry recovered. 20
Shut up.
seconds. Telemetry lost. Telemetry recovered. Telemetry. 8. Telemetry recovered. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Awfully fast.
Telemetry lost. Telemetry recovered.
Well, hey, at least it flips over unlike all the other Emax micros.
Telemetry recovered.
What a mess.
Telemetry lost.
All right.
Telemetry recovered.
Yeah, I like this thing. The props are hot garbage. Oh, I didn't switch the view. Damn it! I'm sorry, guys. Oh, bad YouTuber. Oh man.
Telemetry lost.
So, anyways, all in all, that camera died. Stick with me, guys. It's gonna go black for a second here. I think it's like my my capture card here gets like overheated or something, and then I lose my my video feed. All right. So overall, not bad. I do like it. It certainly flies well until you crash and bend a prop, and they bend very easily, and they just really never go back to balance. See, like you can flatten them back out, but like this one is off kilter. So not only do you have to like get it to track straight by pushing it down, but you've also got to like pull the prop back. These props are no bueno in my book. I'm wondering if, let's see, what size shaft do these things have? Let me grab a caliper. See, guys, I'm getting smart. I'm doing my review video at the same time. So let's see. 1 mil shaft. So I think I might have a variety of other props I could try on there. That might be a little more durable, or at least I'll have some options to replace the props I have on it with. Let's see. So these are some Gem Fan 31mm. These are 120 or 1220-4s, 4-blade, 1 mil. So these should fit on here. Look at that. Look at that. So you can run whatever prop you want as long as it's got a 1 mil shaft on it. Unlike the older Tiny Hawks, which had that weird proprietary prop. So let's throw another set of props on these. See how these things fly. I don't know if I got another pack charged up. I got one that's probably close. Yeah, I don't know if she even saw me fly in front of her. I don't know if it even bothers her anymore. She's just like, him and his stupid toys. Do your wife support your hobby? Girlfriends? Significant others? Kind of curious. There we go. What do you think? That might fly better. Let's see if that other pack's charged, or at least we'll just grab a half charge pack. Yeah. All right. This one isn't charged, but we'll send it anyways. So here's what I'm saying about the pigtail. I wish it was just a little bit longer. It seems like whatever position I put this battery in, so far this is about the best spot, but it is a pretty tight fit, and this is what's going to ruin the pigtail, is pulling on it as hard as you are. If I put it on the other side, it wants to cock the battery off to the side really bad. So we'll just go with that. Let's see. Well, I threw on a 6-pack when you mentioned red pine. I flew 6 packs back to back, and I'm already at 6. And holy crap, the product will make a huge difference, dude. I'm telling you, I'm serious. Red pine is where it's at if you're going to be flying D8. Give it a shot. Yeah, the only girl in my life is my daughter. She's real struggling to get her to let me fly back sometimes. Yeah, she's only 4. Yeah, kids are like the best toy an adult can get. They're a lot of fun at times. Other times you just want to choke them out. The schooling at home has been rough. All right, here we go. These are with the things, right? Come on. If only somebody made like a piece of grip tape that went on your battery pack to keep it from falling out of the. Oh. All right, here we go. Let's see. Did I switch to view? I did. Okay, here we go. It's with the gem fan props, and I put one on the wrong way. Yep. What did I do here? I'm an idiot. Yep, I put one on backwards. See, even yeah.
Telemetry lost.
Homeschooling has been rough, man. And it's not my daughter. It's just ineffective. Like all the kids are just screaming on the live stream on the cams, and their parents aren't around to like show the kid how to turn the microphone off. I don't know. I don't think it's a very effective education doing it online like that. What is the best 14mm camera with HDR? Eagle Nano. Probably. The Eagle line of cameras are fantastic. All right, let's try this again. Maybe I got the prop on the right way this time. Here we go. Oh, no more Jello. Didn't have much of a charge in this pack. Not bad. Not bad. I'll take it. I like it. I like this thing. This is gonna be a good little quad. I just
Telemetry lost.
it's the prop durability. If these GemFan props hold up better than the Emax ones, these are going to be a good choice, I think. Plus, I love the fact that now you can actually try different props with all the other Emax indoor quads. It was just the one prop they had, and that was about all the options you had. So go with like a 3 blade if you want a little more battery time, whatever. Yeah. I like this. There's definitely a few shortcomings. Definitely wish there was better prop protection because these things are almost negligible, but they will get you by for prop protection for like races. Um, just don't crash, I guess. Camera feed looks really good. I like flying with those LED gates because they really show how well the camera handles like the light transitions, like especially with like the LEDs blowing out the light. So yeah, flies pretty good. I like the carbon base plate. It definitely does add a bit of stiffness to it, which is nice. Um, Rob Logan, thanks for stopping by, buddy. I really appreciate it. Make sure you tune in this Saturday. I got some other killer stuff to give away. I'll definitely do a super chat raffle because I just don't want to do it on Wednesday. It's not my normal day. But yeah. Robert, my wife teaches Zoom. It says almost impossible to get his to learn. Notices that a lot of kids are falling behind. Yes, that's exactly what I'm noticing. Um, they're not paying attention. Like, I got kids. I'll watch a little bit, and kids are picking their nose or just making faces in the camera. Nobody knows how to mute. My daughter's not immune from it. She'll run and grab the dog and like put it in her lap. And then all of a sudden, every kid needs to go get their pet. And it's like, oh. Anyways, that's my frustration. I'm sorry. I'm not going to put that on you guys. Rob, take care. Good night, man. We'll see you Saturday. I hope, right? All right. So, anyways, the Emax Nanohawk. I think this is gonna be a fun little quad. Is it gonna end up being my 2020 2021 racer? I don't know. I definitely have to put more packs through it. I do have a legit Delta 5 timer on the bookshelf over there next to my start stop gate, so I'll definitely have to run some packs and time them to find out what I like. But so far I like it. Flies good. Tune. Yeah, definitely need a little more tuning on it. But out of the box, I think it flies pretty well. Get used to the rates on it and go. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a good little ripper. I want to get outside and see how the prop wash or the yaw washout is. Obviously it's too dark out for that right now, but I want to see how it works outside. I don't really intend on flying this outside, but it does have big shoes to fill because that Mobula 6 with a 25,000 kV motors, I ripped that sucker indoors, and that was one of the funner micros to fly outdoors too, because it definitely had the power to do it. Not so much the 19,000 version, but the 25,000 certainly held its own outside. But anyways, guys, I think that's going to be it for me. I'm going to wrap it up. Dustin Gabriel in here with a question. Tweet FPV. What was the brand name on the props you put on? I have also got the Hubsan H107C. That thing is super quick, but props suck. It's lipo and brushless right out of the box. These props that I put on here are these are the GemFan 31 millimeter by 1. So they're the 12-20 by 4. So they're 4-blade, 31 millimeter props with a 1 millimeter shaft hole. That's the ones I used. And if you're going to purchase anything, check out tweetfpv.com. I have all my affiliate links in one convenient place. If you're going to go, click through there and give me some passive love. You know what I mean? Really appreciate it. All right, guys, I'm going to cut this short. I'll see you all next Tuesday. Got some really cool stuff to give away. If you don't know where to look for that, you got to figure it out. Same as last time. And we'll do some other cool stuff. All right, guys. I will see you all next time. And thanks for stopping by. This awkward part. How do I stop this thing? All right, end stream. See you guys. Have a good one. Good night.